question who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true because you look like the opposite.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the Atlanta Falcons. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Jets and the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Leading them out is their 6'3" quarterback, the third overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now it's Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. Now they try the right side here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 3 buzz. Mike 54. Hey, Foxtrot. Now.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. Room here to run. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things that I remember about him coming out of school,
Darnold, he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down. Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly? Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 57. Yo.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert, he completes it to Julio Jones. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Go. Get it ready.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, zoom. Let's get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert, and that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Herbert, it's caught. Jones. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Check. Hey, Jet. Get it.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The touchdown giving them the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Darnold now to throw. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Darnold on 3rd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. and now that's 2 more than he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
15 line. 15 line. And here we go. Watch the pass. Check. Watch the pass.
Now a handoff looking right. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
30 base. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, D. Yep. Here I come. Hey, exit. Mike's 54. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Hey, Delta. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Go.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Mike, 57. Hey, Haywood. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Not here.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert, he's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Down, 50, plant. We want this. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Hey. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Alpha. Mike 54. In the face. Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, dude.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Herbert toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Accelerating, and off he goes. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
64, wait. Look at me, zipper. Hey, Charlie. Big rip.
And they give this time to the tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Hey, Echo.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get it.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready, set. 57. Mike 57. Nice. Loaded.
49, check 49.
Down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he's got room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
15 line. Screen. Got the screen. Go. 57's Mike.
Hey, we gotta get this stop here.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Mike 54. Mike 54. It's just me and you. Mike 54.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw. Herbert to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Back to throw. Herbert. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Hey.
Ringo.
Hustle.
51.
Ready.
From the gun on third down. Herbert. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Le'Veon Bell and the Jets ready to begin their next drive. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. Throwing again on second down. Darnold.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Found his target. It's Anderson. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. His 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Man out. Right there. 54. Right there.
Big grip.
On first down, Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
5.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Get it.
From the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike spot 4. Watch the curl.
Hey, Delta.
Right there.
Now.
To throw again, Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Hey, orbit.
57's the Mike. Blue Dan.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Jones has it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards that time. We have... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder who...
Oh, now Breida loses it, but the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz. Mike's 54.
To throw on second down. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And it'll bring up third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Herbert. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
Hey, Charlie. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Hey, come on now, come on now. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, Echo. You might be getting tired. Get it.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here? And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Bell, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
It's a foot race. Open man is Anderson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
30 base. Bravo.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Following the fumble recovery, Herbert, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Darryl Roberts right there on the coverage. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Here comes the ball.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell, 83 yards as they have taken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Caught by Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert, Jones hit and the ball's out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Here's Ryan Quigley now. Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th.
We got this.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Come on, set. 2 jet bombers. 2 jet bombers. Get that ball. Now.
And again this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop, 8 for 10 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 4th down, Herbert throwing middle, and it's complete. And he lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Again, it's Bell. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 32. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it with Bell. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Number 53, Mike 53.
A first down throw, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by 10. A little under 1:50 remaining. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
61, matchbox lights.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
8, read. 57, come on.
And to give this time to the tailback. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Check right, check right. Ready.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down this.